Philomena. That was this session last night. Etiquette, greetings, gratitude, apologies, and more. Yes, and how to say sorry in the most British of ways on the session last night. Great job, and we'll see you tomorrow, Philomena. We will be in Battaglia tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Cultural tour, meetup, and buffet dinner tomorrow evening in Battaglia. A sleepover as well. Quite a few people heading to Battaglia tomorrow, so we'll have a look at the weather with that in mind as well today. What you up to yourself this weekend? It's Friday. It's Friday the 7th of February. A chance to catch up on some lovely correspondence, pictures and videos that I've been receiving on 913-590-303. News and weather then in the Bon Dia Daily section. In the first part, the first 20 minutes or so, although we will be weaving in and out of good news about Portugal and talking about the Iberian miracle that has amazed Europe, as well as being a top draw country. See what I did there when it comes to murals. Apparently, on the former, we've got the Iberian miracle that's amazing Europe at the moment. Spain and Portugal become the engine of the Eurozone economy. A Spanish newspaper, El Economista, has described the Iberian miracle, which has saved Europe from recession so far. Between them, Spain and Portugal account for just 13% of the Eurozone's GDP. But if the two nations were excluded from last quarter's analysis, the Eurozone's growth would have already dipped into negative territory. So the Iberian Peninsula staving off recession here in the Eurozone. So more about that when Anna Caramuja joins me at 8:20. We'll be hanging out and chatting, finding out what she's been up to. I know Jackie is keen to be in the company of Anna a little bit later on. Bon dia, Gumpers. Always a great show when our very own beautiful Savica Anna is in the house. And yes, back to Setúbal. Bon dia, todos. E feliz sexta. Loving our time in Setúbal. Have you found your place here? Your favorite place here, Coach Turner? Even had my feet in the sea yesterday on the beautiful Praia do Creiro after a wonderful lunch at O Farol in Portinho de Arrábida. Recommended there. Okay. Bon dia, Carl. Big hugs. Igualmente. Right back at you there. Abraços, beijinhos. Bon dia, Portugal from João Ernesto de Norte. Lovely pictures from João Ernesto as well. I'm going to knit those together, João Ernesto, but I'm going to give everybody a little bit of a taste of your amazing visit to the seaside in the last couple of days. I'm enjoying my breakfast so much, I'm forced to ask, can I get Krispy Kreme donuts in Portugal? Well, it is my sad duty to report that, yes, you can. In certain, I think it's Continent where I've seen the box of Krispy Kreme donuts. And then, and again now, I'm asking myself, and I'm imploring you, Jackie, to embrace the Bolo de Belém and cast the Krispy Kreme aside. I've never understood the appeal of those. They look like they were made 3 weeks ago every time I see them, and they're only being kept fresh by that crust of icing, unless I'm thinking of a different product. They are the ones, aren't they? You get a sort of variety pack with various icings, quite a tough, hard icing. You can eat, we've got Atelier de Dos here, where you can eat a Bolo de Belém, which is a proper donut, like a British donut, not an American donut. No offense, but when you bite in, it's like biting into a pillow of beautiful deep fried dough and sugar. Oh, stop. Why am I doing this to myself? But not only that, you're going through that texture, and then your taste buds are treated to a squirt of custard cream inside. Or if you go up to Atelier de Dos, you can have any number of fillings. The best in the country, I would say. I'm very lucky to live only a 10 or 15-minute drive, depending on how hungry I am, up there at Atelier de Dos. If you come to this part of the country, I'm going to take you up there, and we can forget about this Krispy Kreme mass manufactured nonsense, Jackie. There you go. You weren't expecting that, were you? No offense, any Krispy Kreme fans, but really, when you've got Borscht de Berlin, I think you can dispatch the Krispy Kreme confection. Our Anna is amazing. I learn something every time she's on the show, and her videos. Excellent. She's keen to be here. And you know we have two sections of the show now for guests, 8:20, in case you hadn't noticed, 8:20 and 8:40. And I said to Anna, which do you want, 8:20 or 8? She's like, what do you mean, what do I want? I want all of it. So yes, she's here. We'll chat as we make our way towards a bon fin de semana, putting the sex into sexta-feira I'm doing my best anyway. Carl, when I come there and try my Victoria sponge, okay, I also do. Okay. The possibilities for wordplay, I think, with Jackie's confections and the herbal herbal components of said confectionery are endless. Can we help you with some of the branding of those? A herbal Victoria sponge. What are we thinking? We are amused. Was it Queen Victoria said we are not amused? We are, whatever's in there, we are amused. Right. Thank you for being here this morning, Jackie. Already putting a smile on our faces. Right. First news story. And I'm aware, actually, news, weather, language, culture. We've been doing pretty well on that, and we've got Coach Turner keeping things going on the well-being side. But I think we're a bit underrepresented in the well-being section on the Bondia Daily. So come on, all you therapists, practitioners, health people, holistic health people, make my acquaintance. Let's get together and share some news for the gumpers here of the, because we need things to balance out the news and the weather at the moment, by the way, with some well-being news, things you can take responsibility for in your life, for your health, for your well-being, for your mental health, those sorts of things. So if you've got anything in that department and you feel like I haven't been in touch with you about that, that reminds me, so Bon Dia Daily Deal, in the wellbeing department, we've got the wonderful Vina, who's just come to San Martino de Porto. She'll be giving a Zumba demonstration on the beach on the Sunday, 11 o'clock on the beach. I think she wants you to wear either pink or orange. I know what I'm going to go for. I must get my lycra dry cleaned. Sunday morning, 11 o'clock, she's going to be doing a Zumba demo on the village green here. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think some of us will be perhaps a little fuzzy-headed after the party on the Saturday evening. And it's the Caldas de Rainha Beer Festival. So after Zumba, we might head back into Caldas for a couple of real ales. It's going to be a great weekend. But she's offering, if you live in San Martin de Porto or the Silver Coast and you want to come over to one of Vina's Zumba classes, she gives you the first session free. So how's about that for a daily deal then? Here, a Bon Dia Daily Deal here on Good Morning Portugal. I can put you directly in touch with Avina if you'd like to try out her Zumba. I will be giving her Zumba a go. I don't even know what it is. Of all the dance classes in Portugal, I've always favored the Boom Boom Brazil. I've not been brave enough to go to one of those classes, but we have Zumba. I don't think she does the Boom Boom. I think she does the Zumba. I gave a herbal brownie to a non-smoker, says Jackie. He fell asleep on a bench and all right, I'm not interested anymore. Is this what happens? He fell asleep on a bench and peed himself, then came back the day after. So, Oliver, can I have some more, please? and a dry cleaning bill. Bon dia, from we cannot possibly approve of such debauched behavior. We need a health angle on that. He was very relaxed, yeah? Bon dia from a rainy Miranda de Corvo. Morning to you, Mike and Karen over there. Rainy, that's not what I want to hear. I'm going further into the interior and central tomorrow. I think the rain's going to hold off. Although actually, I remember now, it was peeing down in the night. Quite a lot of that this morning. Oh, you've made me, excuse me a minute. Sorry, you made me giggle, made my nose run and all sorts here, Jackie. Stop it. Right. Okay. Where were we? Oh, we were going to go and have a look at a mural, I think now. We've given you a Bon Dia Daily Deal, and we're looking at the news now. We will come back to the weather. So, and what are you up to this weekend? 913-590-303. We'll come back to the Iberian Miracle, of course, as well. That's amazing Europe currently. Diana reminded me about this on the Expats Portugal webinar last night. It's very good, actually. Thursday evening, it's a lot of fun with the webinar and then the town hall session. And the dream team were in fine shape. Apart from Nuno Mensch from Winsurance, he had a tooth out yesterday. And he's such a legend. He's such a pro. He was determined to be there, at least for the first 10 minutes. And so he was. And he could see he was like, oh, good evening. Oh, ouch, ouch. And he did an extraction that afternoon, but what a legend. He was still there. And three of his team with a bit of an update and taking questions on insurance. So maybe we'll see Nuno, as well as Gilda, Daniel, and Sarah in Battaglia this weekend. I wonder if Nuno's going to be up to that. Right. Okay, let me just bring onto the screen this. Top drawer. See what I did there? Top draw, mural artist, Raiano by Nuno Aparicio. Miles. That's why he calls himself Miles, I think, because he's difficultly named murals and his birth name. Nuno's fairly straightforward, but Aparicio. He's known. His street name is Miles, and he's been elected the best in the world. How about that? Portugal, you rock, quite frankly. So we're going to Beira Alta TV. I think we're going interior and north here to the mural. Look at the size of it. And it's quite the trompe l'oeil, I think, as well. Don't you think? There. And they've given it the tag of bull painting. Come on, you can do better than that, programmers. The mural Turo Rano by the artist from Guarda. Okay, it's from Guarda, Nuno Aparicio. And it's quite Italian sounding, that, isn't it? Known by his artistic name, Miles. He's won it by Miles as well. Look at it. Look at the quality of that. Won the prestigious international competition for best mural in the world 2024, promoted by the Street Art Cities platform. The work, which occupies one of the walls of the old primary school in Alfaiate, in the municipality of Sabugal, stood out among 50 competing murals from various countries. And I don't think it was the only Portuguese entry, and neither the only Portuguese prize winner as well. It stood out among the 50 competing murals from various countries. The Turo Rano captured the attention of the public and the jury for its visual impact and symbolism, becoming an artistic landmark for the region. Look at it. Fabulous, fabulous work there. The Street Art Cities platform, known for mapping and promoting urban art around the world, highlighted the cultural and technical richness of the winning work. Absolutely right. Technically brilliant, culturally appropriate. He was the only Portuguese representative in the competition, contradicting what I thought then. I thought there were quite a few Portuguese entries in there, and managed to reach the top with a painting that celebrates the strength and border identity. So there you go, characteristic of the border between Portugal and Spain. That picture right there. The mural can be seen live in Alfaiate and is already considered a must-see for urban art lovers and curious people who want to see one of the best creations of its kind on the global scene. Well done, Miles. Proper name, Nuno Aparicio, aka Miles then. And your wonderful winning work there, Turo Rano. Excellent. Good work, sir. Very good. So let's go. Let's have a look at the weather, shall we? Before we do, though, let's say good morning to Mel. How are you? And Aviva. See you soon, Aviva. Bon fin semana. I'm waiting for the snow. Are you serious? That's meant to fall today. It's still chilly, is it, in the UK? I have felt so cold just recently here in Portugal, which is not what I moved here for. But the house has cooled down to terminal concrete, whatever, humidity and coldness. It really is a problem with the concrete building, isn't it? Because as it cools down and gets a bit damp, it's not a material that lends itself well to weathering the winter, really, is it? I mean, it's a good shelter, but in terms of its thermal properties, once it gets cold, it is so much better to go out or just heat the inside of it relentlessly whilst the outside is being cooled and dampened by the conditions outside. Come on, springtime, where are you? Show your face. Mel, good morning to you. Bon dia as well. Excellent. Oh, I see. Obi. You're known as Obi. That's good, isn't it? Obi-Wan. One bag, that stands for, and a passport. Excellent. Right. Oh, and I must say, I want to convey my congratulations. Deagle and Kathy McKillen, happy anniversary. Married 32 years ago yesterday, that was. So I'm a day late, but sending love, hugs, beijinhos and abrazos to you. Congratulations on 32 years of marriage. Lots of love to you both. Fabulous picture right there as well. And yes, please remind me of any birthdays, any Gumper birthdays that we've had or are coming up. Do give me a nod on that. It's always lovely to wish people a happy birthday, a happy anniversary, and other notable life milestones. Do let me know. Quite a lot of lovely snippets actually this morning to share with you in anticipation of Anna Caramujo, the savvy cat, joining us. So yeah, lots of lovely things to be able to share with you about Portugal. I was going to do the weather, but I'll do that when Savvy Cat's here, because otherwise I shall forget about Coach Turner's wonderful contributions on 913-590-303 and John's visit to the seaside. Oh, and we had Veronica sending me this yesterday. I meant to play this yesterday morning. Let's do it now.
Good morning from Portugal. And there is Spain across the way. This is the river and the ocean between Spain and Portugal. There's this little church I love to look at. He's so sweet. A little boat on the river. Must have overnighted there. And the birds are out. A couple people going to work at 7:30 in the morning. And our beautiful marina. And this is where the river meets the ocean. Gorgeous. There's the ocean. And here's the ferry boat getting ready to go to Spain. For a couple euros, you get on that ferry boat and he takes you across the river. Diamante's the big city over there. You know, really big. It's a small little town. There's Diamante. And then the bridge between Spain and Portugal are right there. Have a happy day.
Thank you very much for that, Veronica. Very thoughtful of you to send us that lovely start to the day. And just as we've looked at the border in the north there with the mural, there it is in the south, in the Algarve, where Portugal and Spain meet, symbolised perhaps by a ferry boat. How lovely. Thanks, Veronica. Much appreciated. Have a lovely weekend. Bon fin de semana to you. We're all over the country. It's fantastic. That's the south. Let's go up to the north, where this is going to be a little bit confusing because I've got 4 videos featuring the sea here. Could be Setúbal. It could be up in the north with. I'm guessing this might be John's right here. Okay, so let's have a look.
So now this is part 2 for the main course of our not just lunchtime, but our little adventure. So we're going to be eating right here. Anyway, restaurant right on the shore. Location. Oh, and there's also this cool wood. So, come check it out if you haven't been up north.
And we haven't figured out yet if that's still technically the green coast or not. We've got the silver coast, and we do have a green coast here. I'm not sure exactly what it covers here in Portugal, but whatever it's called, it's beautiful, is it not? And from that series of pictures, which I'll stitch together, John, because thank you very much for doing that. We have this lovely shot here, which is worthy of a tourist. That's a tourist brochure picture, isn't it? That's like a professional shot to lure you to that destination. Look at that, the sun on the water, those prawns. I've started talking about bolos de Belém this morning, which made me feel hungry, and now I'm looking at garlic prawns. And I quite frankly, I wish I hadn't now, because I feel really hungry now. Is that a mojito in that glass there? What a beautiful picture. That's John's lunch there. Not a tourism board picture, although it could be. Right, and I think we will return in our chat with Anna this morning. We will return to Setúbal as well, where we've had the coach having a fantastic time, and lots of other little snippets as well. So it's officially the Good Morning Portugal section of the show. Keep in touch on 913-590-303, and let's welcome her to join us on the show this morning, Anna Caramujo. Savvy Cat, everybody.